Hello everyone. Well, we've got a nice little update. We've managed to get the UK airport drone and counter UAS response guidelines. So, as you'll see, we'll bring it up here next to me. This is the UK airport drone and counter UAS response guidelines. So, first of all, we have a drone is spotted, or a plastic bag, or lights on a helicopter or a crane that's been spotted near an airport, right? So we've seen there's something there. This is what happens. Now, the first question becomes, is the airport down south where national media may notice? Now, if it isn't, right, so if it's not down south and it's not an airport that's not really that important, what they're going to do is they're going to keep the airport running, okay? They're not going to tell the media, okay? What they're going to do, they're going to call the police, refer it to the police, okay? They're going to rock up with an aeroscope, okay, and pretend it'll detect all the drones in the area. And fingers crossed, right, it's not a terrorist or a state actor on the behalf of a foreign state that just wants to do harm, okay? But what happens if that airport is down south? Well, they're going to panic. That's what's going to happen. If your airport is down south, you're going to panic, okay? So, does the airport have a nice expensive counter UAS system or the aeroscope? Now, if it has, that's no problem at all. Using that system, they will detect the location of the drone and the pilot, arrest them, jobs are good. Okay, or if in the case of a plastic bag, they'll not be arresting anyone. If it's a light on a helicopter, again, they won't be arresting anyone. However, if it doesn't, what they're going to do? Does this sound? This might sound familiar. What they're going to do? They're going to alert the media. Halt all flights, because that's what you do if you see a light on a crane or a light from a helicopter. It's the first thing you do is you halt all flights and you report it to the media, because that's best practice, of course. Which airport did that? Can't think of the name, it'll come to me. Right? We'll then wait for the Labour Party to do a tweet. The Labour Party are going to do a tweet. Ooh. And it's going to be initiated by Belper, funny enough. Who's Belper? Oh, it's the Airline Pilots Association, demanding more UK laws. And they're going to tell the DfT to draft up more poorly thought out knee-jerk regulations that further restrict legal drone use in the UK. Now, has that happened at all? Oh wait, yes, we've got a bill in Parliament right now about nuisance drones. Not only that, the bit that's missing off here is it does mean that airport, like, I don't know, Gatwick for example, that this quite clearly followed this system, they, not only is it used in the UK to bring in new rules, New Zealand is now looking to do the same thing, and they even quote Gatwick. Oh my God. The damage done by Gatwick continues, though there was never a drone there at any point in time. However, what they're now going to do, right, is you're going to send up some police drones, okay, and as many helicopters as possible, okay, and wait for drone reports to come flooding in. Hang on a minute. You've put police drones in the air, you've got helicopters, and you're going to wait for more reports to come in of a rogue drone. Does anyone see a problem with this? No, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It makes perfect sense. And what we're going to do next, wait for a neighbour with a grievance, okay, so there'll be a neighbour somewhere with a grievance, to report a drone owner as being suspicious. Oh joy. So now, what we're going to do is then lock them up and investigate as if there really was a drone. Does that remind us of anything? Gatwick all over, isn't it? So, it's quite interesting that we're just going to lock someone up because they were suspicious. The guy hadn't flown model aircraft and he flew model aircraft, by the way, helicopters. He hadn't flown them in over 2 years, yet still locked him up, even though his boss had all proof he was at work and everything. They were out to just get someone. Phew. Then we have, was there really a drone? Oh my God. Just to put it into context, so Gatwick, when it started, it was raining and it was windy. Those weather conditions, a normal drone won't fly anyway. Just to make it clear, there was never any proof of a drone. There was helicopter sightings nearby, ADS tracking, flight tracking, shows there were helicopters in the vicinity of an airport with red, well, they've got lights on them. They're going to flash. Oh, could it be a drone? Oh, could that tall crane nearby be a drone? So many holes. So was there really a drone? Well, no. Oh well, we'll pretend there was. No one will ever know any better. Make sure any police officer saying otherwise is removed from media spotlight. Not only that, it also means they can forevermore use Gatwick as trying to bring in new rules around the world. Not just in the UK do we get draconian shit coming in. It does mean that poor countries like New Zealand, who don't really have a drone issue, you know, there's 200,000 flyers in the UK. New Zealand's got a few less, I believe, but now, because of Gatwick and because it really happened, they're going to get more rules. And what happens if there was a drone? Well, at least we've locked someone up and enabled some legislation. So that's all jolly good, isn't it? So yes, that is the UK Airport Drone and Counter UAS Response Guidelines as here. And that's what happens. So you can just use Gatwick where it's been clearly proven now. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. It's a myth. It never really happened. Okay, it's all just bullshit. Yeah, and I'd like to thank UAV Hive for the flowchart because he's given me permission to use it any way I want, and there it is. Okay, I'll put his Twitter details if you want to follow UAV Hive. I'll put his Twitter details in the comments below. He's worth following. He's a great guy. Yeah, and everyone's fly safe and stay away from airports, okay? Because otherwise they're going to come and use this workflow on you.